Get ready with me while I talk about things people do not talk about enough when it comes to being injured as an athlete. So the first thing people do not talk about enough is how lonely you feel when you're injured. I am actually a D1 athlete and I have been injured already several times during my first season. I ended up having 2 surgeries in just my first year for a reason, but I will say that was some of the lowest points I've ever had for sure. The reason you feel this way is because going to practice and watching everybody do the thing that you want to do, which is practice, it kind of makes you feel like an outsider, and then you don't really get that social connection with people either, and you just kind of feel like you're isolated from everything, including your sport, which is like the entire reason, for example, the whole reason I'm at that school that I'm at. So you feel very alone. Okay, so the next one might be controversial. For me, at least, I definitely feel it when I'm injured, but I feel very guilty. It's mostly because when you are competing at such a high level, there's a standard to meet. So you have a huge responsibility. So injuries come with a lot of guilt and shame, and it feels like it was your fault, even though obviously it wasn't, and if in a perfect world, nobody would choose to get hurt, but it's just a negative effect that comes along with it. Okay, the next one is pretty universal, I'd say. Injuries come with a huge lack of motivation to do literally anything. About getting out of bed, going to work, going to practice, even if you're just doing some light conditioning, because that's all you could probably do. You just feel very weak and unmotivated because now you have to modify everything, you're doing your rehab, and with that, if you do not do your rehab, that's bad. Please do your rehab if you get injured, okay? Yes, you will definitely lose lots of motivation and you will reconsider your entire sport and your life at that point. You will consider, like, was this the right choice to do this? Or is my body shutting down on me? Should I stop? All these very intrusive thoughts will kick in. Definitely some advice I would give you guys if you are struggling with injuries as well is just really combat those intrusive thoughts. Stick with your sport as long as you can, because you will never regret doing it and finishing out as long as you can, but you will regret not doing it, not trying at least. The last thing I'd like to say is just that I'm super grateful. I want to reiterate that, like, without God and the people around me and all the resources I have access to, I would not be able to continue this sport, and each setback has truly taught me something. So I wish you guys all the best in your athletic careers too.